Welcome back to Cascade Men. Today we're going to be looking at what a reenactor keeps in his knapsack. Let's take a look. All right, here we are with the standard federal knapsack that was used during the era. An interesting fact about these, a lot of soldiers really despised these knapsacks due to how uncomfortable they were in the shoulders. Soldiers would tend to overpack these, and it would just add too much weight for them to really bear. So they'd go ahead and ditch them, and they would go ahead and use a bedroll slung over their shoulders, as seen here. Let's see here. Let's get going with what we have. First thing that I like to carry and that soldiers would carry is an extra shirt, or sometimes they'd throw in an extra pair of socks or drawers even. Let's see here. So we have a small candle holder with a pack of lucifer matches. Another important thing to carry in your haversack is gun oil or sweet oil. I mentioned this in the prior video of the 1863 Remington, but olive oil or sweet oil was heavily used by soldiers during the Civil War, and I like to keep some around just to add to the authenticity of it all. Next up, this is not something you necessarily need to carry around. Most soldiers would just grab a stick and they would make their own right there in camp, but tent stakes are a must-have for your shelter half. And you see a lot of people do this. I don't. But a lot of people will put their utensils and their plates inside of their actual haversacks. Personally, I like to load up on as much food as possible, especially if I'm foraging. Then I throw everything in there, and to save any space that I can, I go ahead and throw all my utensils in my knapsack. So next up, pipe with pipe tobacco, just a very nice leisure item to have when you're out in the field. Chess pieces to have some sort of entertainment. I have a friend that has a deck of cards that he uses, and it's nice to have some sort of soldiers' games when it's in the evening time. And then, let's see here. And then another really must-have, I believe, is a decent knife, whether it's a fixed blade or a folding knife. Something that is period correct to have around the camp is great. Next up, now that we're done with personal items, we'll get more into the issued gear. The gum blanket can be used as a tarp or a poncho or a simple ground cloth at night. It has one rubberized side and one canvas side. Next up, in the actual pack part here, we have the issued gray wool blanket. And as I mentioned prior, you'll see a lot of soldiers go ahead and ditch the knapsack and simply use this as a way to carry their goods and go back on the march, just like so. And now every soldier was issued one shelter half. And we'll go ahead and set this up here and show you how it's done for any of you new reenactors. Each man was given one shelter half, which is just a canvas sheet, essentially, with the grommets and pewter buttons. And so you would find a battle buddy, and you would put your two halves together and make that classic dog tent that you see at reenactments and in photos. And then another item, finally, that goes on top of the knapsack would be either your greatcoat, as seen here, or sometimes soldiers would ditch these during the summertime and just put their wool blankets right on top of their knapsack, like so. And that's about it. That's what I carry in my knapsack. Go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you guys carry in your knapsacks. Thank you.